Hi, this is Mirza Salman Beg, and my student ID is 210770554. And today we are going to discuss about international business strategy, coursework to summative assessment, individual presentation. So in this slide, we are going to do the introduction about the company which we are going to discuss in the few further slides. And the company which I have chosen is Genpact, the American professional, which is headquartered in New York, and we are going to look after the services they are going to offer, like finance and accounting, collections, customer services, insurance, supply chain and procurement analytics, and enterprises applications. And it has been awarded by the best outsourcing center by different organizations. And this presentation is going to be determined about the international business strategy and strategic issues in the context of Genpact, and we are going to cover the frameworks and business modules, and also we are going to discuss about the strengths and weaknesses present in the global markets. And this presentation we are going to also cover about the frameworks like stakeholders analysis, SWOT analysis, and macro environmental analysis, and etc. and so on. So going to the next slide. Here we are going to discuss about the PESTEL analysis. So PESTEL stands for political, economic, social, technological, legal, and environment. So in political analysis, there is uncertainty over the business environment after the increases inflation crisis in the US market, which has led to the burden on the Genpact to receive new projects. And there are the tax concessions and also other benefits from the governments and legislations which are getting imposed by the government officials on the industry to restrict offshore outsourcing. Uh, it economic in economic part, there is an impact on the macroeconomic conditions on the clients, business and currency exchange rate fluctuations, and especially in US dollars and euros. When we see about the social environmental analysis, there is an adoption of robotic automation process to relieve people of mundane tasks. AI has a role in automatic and artificial intelligence in the social environmental analysis. If you see about the technological analysis also, there is a huge use of artificial intelligence to enable the digital transformation and increasing the effects of a blockchain on finance and accounting finances. There is a legal process as well, which is having a high impact on intellectual property development and increasing influence of data privacy worldwide. And in environment, there is a big impact of natural disasters on the data centers and sustainability initiatives for environmental protection. In this slide, we are going to see about the industry analysis and Porter's 5 force model. So the first one is about bargaining power of buyers. So Genpact focuses mainly on the technology and uniqueness to attract the additional clients, and product differentiation and quality are crucial to industry purchasers, and the Genpact Limited can attract many clients by focusing on them. So, and the next is bargaining power of suppliers. And so nearly every company in the commercial service industry obtain their initial supply from a variety of merchants. So suppliers in dominant positions may restrict the market margin accessible for a Genpact Limited. So the stronger suppliers in the service sector leverages their influential over negotiations to get greater rates from enterprises in the commercial services industries. And the third model is threat of new constraints. New entrants in the business services industries offer negotiations and new ways of doing things, stressing Genpact Limited through a less expensive approach, reducing expenses and unique value propositions to clients. And the Genpact Limited must deal with all those challenges and construct efficient obstacles to preserve its competitive edges. Here we have a diagram which is showing the rivalry among the existing competitors, bargaining power of suppliers, threat of substitute products, threat of new entrants and bargaining power of powers. So threat of constitutes when a new good or services satisfies equivalent consumer desires in different ways. The industry profitability suffers. Storage hardware devices, for example, have been phased out in favor of services like SkyDrive and Google Drive that replaces them. The threat of completing services or products is serious if it represents a value offering that is different from the industry's existing possibilities. By the Isabella and Colombo 2020. Next is the rivalry threat. If competition among the current players in a sector is intense, it will bring down prices while lowering the sector's overall profit. Genpact Limited operates in an exceptionally competitive business services market. This rivalry has a bearing on the organization's ultimate long-term viability. In this slide, we are going to discuss about the strategic issues and position of the Genpact. So, powering FP&A to contribute strategically to the business with the help of reporting, analytics, planning, and forecasting. And economic factors including the state of economy, the overall inflation analysis, and the levels of business confidence have an influence on the business performance. Throughout the 2022, numerous economies within the world encountered important financial and geopolitical uncertainty, including inflation in wages, a likelihood of slowing the worldwide economy's expansion, and higher swings in exchange rates for foreign currencies, all of which influenced and could continue to affect the business. By dawn in 2021, the industry demands a lot of labor. Wage rates in the countries wherein the Genpact's distribution center operate continues to climb year over year. The company tries to address the impact of wage hikes and wage inflation in an array of ways, such as fighting for lower entry-level wages, controlling dropping out, providing efficiency, and right skilling, which means making sure vacant roles are not taken up by highly qualified employees. Mason 2020. In this slide, we're discussing about the firm level analysis has included operational expenses such as facility maintenance, travel and living cost, IT expenses, advisory services, and additional expenditures, cost of revenues including consultation fees, including the cost of experts and contract employees with specialized skills that are directly liable for the delivery services they provide for clients. Mazu and Nasehu 2021. According to workers, functional facility maintenance expenses and some additional costs are split between the cost of revenue and general, administrative, and selling cost. Here we have a diagram of the same, which are representing all the factors like no poverty, zero hunger, quality education, gender equality, clean water and sanitization, affordable and clean energy, decent work and economic growth, industry innovation and infrastructure, reduced inequalities, responsible consumption and production, climate action. Here we are going to discuss about the SWOT analysis and the strengths, weaknesses, opportunities and threats provided. So the strengths of the SWOT analysis is global delivery models, which helps in managing complex processes, diverse services offering for clients, smart enterprise processes approach to improve the efficiency of clients' business processes, and strong revenue growth and consistent financial performance. These are the strengths of SWOT analysis. And the weaknesses are high dependency on business from clients in North America and Europe, and financial services industry, presence of substantial proportion of assets and operations in India. The opportunities are rising prominence of enterprise mobility management solutions, strategic acquisition for augmenting capabilities, digital transformation initiatives across industries, and the threats are high competition in a rapidly evolving global market, failure to respond to changing business needs of clients and evolving technology environment, conflicting legal and regulatory environments due to global operations, clients holding the company liable for damages and cyber attacks, and GE divestitures could have an adverse impact. So these are the SWOT analysis. Here we have the stakeholder analysis, and this includes the stakeholders, needs and expectations of the stakeholders, and mode of engagement. So we have four different segments like employees, clients, investors, and suppliers. So it describes about the employees' needs and expectations of the stakeholders and the modes of engagement. Similar way, it has the clients' needs and expectations and mode of engagements, and investors' needs and expectations of the stakeholders and modes of engagement, and suppliers' need and expectations of the stakeholders and modes of engagement. So these are the stakeholders analysis. Here we have a diagram about a recommendation matrix. So in this we have two segments like operational budgetary settings to control the inflation and enhance the Genpact's power of sustainability performance. So it is classified into three different things like technically correct, politically supportable, and organizationally implementable. So these are the diagram, and these are the three different categories for operational budgetary settings to control the inflation and enhance the Genpact's power of sustainability performance. Now we have here some of the references from where we have gathered all the information and made this assignment. Hope that this all covers the international business strategy and coursework to work. Thank you.